If you're one of those people who just realised this week that Donald Trump is on the Epstein list, then you might be feeling a little bit let down, angry, foolish even, especially if you voted for Trump, or were just a guy from Ayrshire who was vocal on social media about how Donald Trump was going to take down the depraved elite, and now you've just realised that he is the depraved elite. I just want to ask you if you've watched. I just want to ask everyone, new South Park episode. If you've not watched it, then you should. And after you've watched it, you'll agree it's time to get off the Trump train. You can still save some face. People do respect. There's respect. People do genuinely respect people for changing their mind in the face of new evidence. And there's a lot of new evidence popping up. I mean, a lot of the evidence is actually old evidence that was fairly well known. You know, there's more pictures of Trump and Epstein together than there is of the Chuckle brothers together. In fact, there's actually one picture of Trump, Epstein, and one of the Chuckle brothers together. But you can make an argument now that you didn't know. I mean, now this week you know that he's definitely on the list. I mean, everyone knows that he's on the list. So you can just say, right, okay, I was wrong about Trump. Or you could just say, I don't know, just pretend that you were never into Trump. That's another way of doing it. That's just pretend that you never said that you thought that Donald Trump had your interests at heart. Just pretend you never said that stuff. Pretend you never said Donald Trump will take the deep state down. Even though he was president for 4 years before and he didn't. But you could just pretend that all that stuff never ever happened. Just pretend it never happened. Or just say, be honest and say, I didn't know that he was a mad pedo, allegedly. This is me just finding out for the first time. And people will respect that. I think they'll do that. It's time. But what you can't do is you can't double down. You cannot double down and say stupid shit like Scotland or the UK needs someone like Trump, because nobody's ever going to look at you the same way again. Because it's now clear, beyond a doubt, that you were never rooting about trying to get rid of the deep state. You were never trying to save the women and save the children from predators. It was never about that. If you double down now and say that you're still pro-Trump, it just makes you either a racist person or a fucking idiot. Like, everyone has been very patient with you. It's a miracle you have any friends left, and I'm guessing you've lost a few by now. But friendships, family relationships, stuff like that can be mended by accepting you were duped, you were conned by a con man who was backed by billionaires and social media tech people like Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, and you got lost in the social media algorithms, and and the fact that Democrats wheeled out a man with dementia like something out of Weekend at Bernie's every day to try and combat a daily onslaught of slanderous lies, ludicrous claims, and childish insults. So, you can still save face here. You can still save face here. And maybe you meant well. Maybe you meant well. You're a good person. You meant well. But you just didn't think well. Trump was Epstein's pal for 15 years. Invited him to his wedding. I mean, that one video of them dancing together and ogling the ladies, they were pals, man. They were always pals. I don't know how you didn't see that. But that's not to say there won't be Democrats on the list too. Of course there will. There definitely will be. But Donald J. Trump will be at the top in bold font, underlined. The Democrats, the Republicans, they're part of the same shit show. And this is the point I'm trying to make, is like, why on earth would you think that like an elderly white billionaire would make any decisions that would have a positive impact on the lives of normal working people? He's never been a normal working person. He probably doesn't know any normal working people. He doesn't care about the price of eggs. He wanted to become president again. You know, he wanted to become president again. Not just for the money and the power, but this time to keep himself out of jail. And he would say anything, absolutely anything you wanted to hear. The phrase con man comes from confidence man. He's a very confident man. He's the best confident man in the world. He has the best confidence. And the fact that he's an old man with a track record of delaying court cases with the best lawyers money can buy, he'll never be held to account. He'll never go to jail or deal with any sort of real consequences, such as his wealth and his connections. But that brings me to South Park. The creators, Stone and Parker, just brutalised his presidency in the most vicious and brutal way possible. And this will actually hurt him. This is all we've got, really. This is all we've got. Is Satire's pretty much dead because Trump's taken things so far. South Park were ruthless. Trump's ego is frail. He will be furious. Absolutely furious. And he'll be wanting to sue them. But the whole episode revolves around a president who goes around suing people. So it can't be slanderous if true. Well, is Donald Trump going to take South Park to court, sue them, and say, here, I don't sue people? I want Donald Trump to die knowing that he left this world a laughing stock and a failure. This guy's fell up his entire life. He's had 34 felonies, plus all the other shit that he's not actually been, he would have got off with, that it's never went to court. He's in Scotland just now. The local people of Scotland that he bullied to build his golf courses. He's got away with murder, probably literally murder, allegedly. You know, Hogan died weirdly this week. On the same day, Epstein's lawyer died this week. Here, I'm just throwing it out there, based on nothing. Based on absolutely nothing, but it makes you think. Time will tell. It also seems, and remember, Epstein died on Donald Trump's watch as well. That's also worth mentioning, I think. So, a guy that's not actually going to face any real consequences, if South Park get the ball rolling and everyone just starts destroying and just laying into this guy, he dies knowing that he left this world a laughing stock, a failure, after living a life of luxury. I think there's something that we could take from that. I would prefer him to go to jail for his crimes, but rich and powerful people don't tend to go to jail for their crimes. It's different laws for different people. One exception that proves the rule is Ghislaine Maxwell, second in command to Epstein's trafficking ring, although maybe it was the other way around and Epstein was second in command, we don't actually know. We will likely never know. But because of this current situation, all she needs to do is say in court that Trump is innocent. And then Trump will give her a pardon and be released back into a life of luxury. This is how there is rules and laws for different people. And if that happens, and it looks like that's what's going to happen, if that happens, it is your duty as a human being not to celebrate the release of an evil woman. Because just last year, you thought she was an evil woman. Just last week, you thought she was an evil woman. And now you're starting to think maybe she's innocent or she was judged too harshly. I think if she says Trump is innocent, I think that would soothe the feelings that a lot of Trump fans are having just now. What you need to stop. Another thing is stop blaming The Matrix. It's a film I've never seen, to be fair. I've never seen it. I don't know if it's any good, but I hear people saying that it's The Matrix's fault. When actually what's happening is all the racist people you follow turn out to be perverts. What's The Matrix got to do with that? Is Andrew Tate and Russell Brand and Tommy Robinson all being attacked by The Matrix? No. They're being blackmailed by billionaires to tell you how to think. And they want you to think that war is fine and immigration is the biggest issue on the planet right now. Not genocide, not austerity, not corporate greed. They want you to punch down rather than look up. And this is why Trump told you to care about the Epstein files, and now he tells you that you are stupid for even bringing it up. He said that there was no files, and then he says there was files, but they're fake files. And now he's releasing the paedophiles rather than the Epstein files. He'd rather you... What he wants you to do is he wants you to get angry at trans women in sports, or genderless toilets, or the fact that Coca-Cola doesn't taste as good without cane sugar, or the fact that a football team used to be called the Redskins and they should be called the Redskins again, or the fact that you can't scream the N-word in public anymore. Where is this freedom of speech narrative, though, when people at kneecap shout Free Palestine? In the UK right now, by using the word Palestine and action in the same banner, you can be arrested. That's not freedom of speech. Whereas, back to America though, where is free speech when the president sues or threatens to arrest anyone who disagrees with him? Where is free speech when you have to leave your phone in the house if you want to visit the USA in case a meme you shared may have upset the great leader? You could... there's no way I would try and go to the USA just now. There's no way. Tourism's tanking in the USA. Nobody wants to go. Nobody wants to end up in a cell in El Salvador or Venezuela or something for sharing a meme. That's not free speech. That he just wants you to be... What the right means by free speech is they want you to be free to use homophobic and racist slurs. And I suppose the question now is how much does that mean to you? Because it's quite obvious that he's not good at the economy. He's not good at saving the children. He's not good at getting rid of the deep state. He's not good at releasing the conspiracies, any files on any conspiracies. So what is he good at? He's good at letting you use hate speech. So you can. I suppose it comes down to how important is using homophobic and racist slurs to you. If that is the most important thing to you, then stay on the Trump train. That's the guy for you, because he'll let you do that. He just won't let you criticise anything that else. Don't criticise anything else he does, obviously. But I don't know how these... I don't know why you think the freedom to use a slur is going to help you or your family in any way. Is it going to help you buy food when the economy collapses and the earth that you live on gets turned into a wheelie bin in the name of profits for the top 1%? And you're worried about raising taxes because you think that do you think you're ever going to end up in the 1%? Is that how you imagine things going? That you're just going to end up in the top 1% and you don't want to pay more tax? As I record this, Donald Trump's in Scotland right now. His granny was from Stornoway. But generally speaking, everybody in Scotland despises the cunt. We don't tend to fall for the rich guy con man bullshit. Although because Starmer is so unpopular, while the SNP do nothing, in fact the SNP I think are meeting Trump, there is a very strong chance that Nigel Farage could be our next Prime Minister. Another friend of Trump, both funded by Peter Thiel and Elon Musk, and coming out with this "Make Europe Great Again" pish. The same thing. Wait, who was that? Who was at Trump's inauguration? The Facebook guy, the Amazon guy. Your algorithms have lied to you, and it's time to fact check anything you see or hear before you blindly believe it. And what South Park has done effortlessly is predicted how Trump will react to this. It might be enough to avoid a lawsuit and a cancellation, because they've literally just predicted what's he going to do. He can't sue them for saying that he sues people. And as for the teeny weeny penis thing, what's he going to do? Get his balls out in court? Paramount literally just signed a $1 billion deal with South Park. Paramount just paid Trump a lawsuit of $16 million. South Park's attacked the president and the people who pay their own TV shows wages. They've laid out exactly what Trump is and what he will do in a well-crafted piece of art that is easy to understand for everyone. South Park have used their freedom of speech. They always have, and you laughed when the shoe was on their foot and they were slagging the Democrats or the politically correct and all that stuff. They don't care who they offend. And if you're offended by this new episode, then you are a snowflake who's against freedom of speech. And the best part is that Trump just signed a bill saying that there is no consequences of using AI, which makes the finale of episode 1 of South Park of season 27 even more hilarious. Trump loves AI. He shared one last week, a video of him arresting Obama, and previously he shared a sickening video of him turning Palestine into some sort of Trumpian party beach. So payback's a bitch. South Park used AI very well to show a naked, overweight Trump falling about in the desert. And this is just episode 1. Shout out to South Park, the last bastion of self-aware satire that we have. And if you agreed, then give us a like, subscribe, consider joining the Patreon, as I recorded this with a mobile phone. If you disagree, then leave a comment and let me know why. Or just don't bother. Do what you want. You always do anyway. This is You Call That Radio. This is the news. Bye.